Okay everyone, today we're going to draw the mythical Pokemon Zeraora. So, as usual, we're going to start off with, actually, you know what? We're going to start off with the body first. So, we're going to draw like a square shape, or long, no, let's do a rectangle. Okay everybody, so we're going to draw Zeraora today. And unlike normally, we're going to start off with a rectangle. Like so. And then we're going to make an oval shape. This will form its first leg. And then we'll do another oval shape. We're going to leave a little gap right here. And we're going to make this oval just a little bit longer than the first one we drew. And then we're going to come down here and just connect the two, like so. Okay, now we're going to come up here and we're going to draw an egg shape. Now we're just going to play around with it just a bit. And then make it pointed at the top. So once you got your egg shape, then you're gonna add in another egg shape on both sides. Connect the two. I'm gonna zoom in for the rest of this part. So now we're gonna draw. I want to call these whiskers. So we're just gonna draw some more of this half egg shape or curved triangle. And this looks a little too thin, so I'm gonna extend it just a bit. So if you're new to this series, I do not practice these before. I like to learn with my followers. So sometimes I will erase. So we're going to extend that just a bit. That way his head isn't a little too skinny. So when you're doing your sketch, don't worry about making mistakes. You want to kind of flesh it out and try to get everything as proportionally correct as possible. So I'm going to extend this some more to the top. There we go. And then I'm going to erase the lines I don't need, like so. Now we can flesh out the head. Now we're going to divide the head up, like so. And we're just going to add another dividing line. So basically this is to help make sure the eyes are even so you can get a symmetrical look to them. So what we're going to do here, we're going to come up here, we're going to draw a box shape. Like so. Then we're going to cut a triangle out of it. You don't have to erase this line. You don't have to erase this line just yet. So once you do that, then we're gonna make, I don't know what you want to call it. His blue gem on his head. I don't know if it is a gem. Then we're gonna add in another triangles on the side. Then we're going to come here and you're going to draw his eye. Like so. Let that zoom in for you guys. Once you have that, you're going to come down here and we're going to draw his nose. So you know, it's just a little semicircle. And then we're going to divide out. We're going to make these two lines coming out from the semicircle. Like so. And then make another line like so. Right there. Back to his eyes. You know, now we're going to draw on his pupils. And add in 2 circles for the highlight. Like so. So now we're going to come here and we're going to add in his, I'm going to say black whiskers. And we're going to come up and attach to this horizontal dividing line. So I'm going to make these just a little bit bigger. As needed. And I'm going to make this just a little larger. Okay, once you do that, you're going to take this line here, you're going to come in just a little bit, like so. And we're going to make a swath all the way up. Because this is going to be black. And then we're going to do the same on this side right here. So I'm just adding some black right here. So I'm going to add in some X's right here. Just to let myself know this is going to be black later on. So before we move on to the rest of this body, we're going to add in a triangle down here. And then we're going to do another triangle here. And with this triangle, we're going to branch out. We're going to come out of the rectangle. Connect it like this. Now we're going to zoom back out. Okay, now we're going to come here and we're going to draw another oval shape. And then we're going to draw one up here. So now we're going to come back to the first oval. And we're going to add in a circle. And then another circle. And then we're going to darken this line right here. Then right here, we're going to add in a little shark fin shape. So after you add in your shark fin, you want to come up here and add a point to the side. Now if I'm going too fast, let me know in the comment section or pause the video as you need it, as often as you need to. So okay, so now we're going to add in another triangle. So basically we're just going to add in these 3 little, I don't know what you would call them. So play around with them, get them to the size you want to get them to. because yours doesn't have to exactly look like it. Because, you know, all Pokemon don't naturally look the same. Not all Pikachus look the same. Even though this is the mythic, so that's right if yours looks a little different. And then we're just going to flesh out his arm. So once we do that, we're now going to connect the arm to the body. So, you know, I'm just going to put 2 curved lines. Like so. And then I'm going to focus more on here. I'm going to add in another line and connect it. I'm going to keep this line right here, so I'm just darken it. And then put another line and darken this. That way, this part right here looks like it's going behind his body. Like so. Okay. So now, I'm going to curve in this part of his body some. And then I'm going to add in some more jagged edges. I'm going to make mine a little bit more jagged than the reference material. I want mine to look a little different. Darken mine up. So now I need to connect this part. Oh, let me focus, you guys. This is my new camera, by the way. So now I need to focus this part of the body to this. So I'm going to add in 2 more lines, but this time I'm gonna curve it off right here. And I'm gonna just do like that to remind myself. That's another way to remind myself that this is gonna be dark. So then now I'm going to put a circle right here. And I'm going to add in his jagged edge on this part right here. So now since I'm still on his arm, I'm going to go ahead and add in 4 circles. So I'm going to add one here, 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 and here. And then on this circle, I'm going to darken the line. Just let myself know I'm going to keep it. And then I'm going to add in some upside down tooth shapes. These are his claws. And then I'm going to darken in the lines that I need to keep. I'm going to darken in this just some. And I'm going to cut off some of his, I'm going to cut some of this fat off. Now we're going to go down towards the bottom. Okay, now for the bottom. So we're going to erase the lines that we don't need. So we're just going to erase all this right here. Like so. Make a line right here. And we're going to add in 3 little mountain peaks. We're going to come down some on these. And you're going to come up at the angle like this. And then you're going to make another mountain peak right here on the side. Then you're going to make one behind this side. And then you're going to do 2. If you're still 100% following the reference material. Now that we got that out the way, we're gonna come up here and make a V shape. Like so. Then you're gonna come up here and we're gonna draw an M like so. Let me lower my M some, it's a little too high up. So after you draw your M, you're gonna come straight up like this into this part right here, which will be yellow. Then I'm gonna put X's right here to let myself know this is gonna be black. And since we're right here, we're gonna come back over to this arm. And we're gonna make some lightning bolts. So as you see, this is kind of like a diamond shape. Okay. So now we're gonna focus on this leg right here. So I'm gonna just fatten mine up just a little bit. You know, I'm gonna basically draw a W, like so. And you don't have to see the edge of the W. That way you give the effect of it, the marking wraps around its leg. Like so. And then we're gonna add in, I wanna say 8 little curved triangles. So, you know, just, I'm gonna add in 3 here, and then, actually, let me see. Yeah, 8, so I got 7 and then 8. And then once I do that, I'm gonna add in a rhombus shape. So basically, it looks like I'm about to draw a rectangle, but I'm not. I'm making the lines come out just a little bit. So that way this line is kind of long. This line's longer than right here. That way it gives it an outward moving appearance. Okay, so now we're going to add in 3 circles, like so. And we're gonna add in 3 claws right here for his toes. Like so. And we're gonna extend 2 lines right here. You know, you just want to round the toes just a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to extend the leg. So we're just going to add a line up here. And then we're going to add in this weird looking shape. This is going to be the other foot. So I'm gonna make sure I have enough room to add in 3 circles. Once again, but this is gonna be your smallest circle, and then this one over here is gonna be your largest. That way you give a depth of this is further away than this side. And then I'm gonna add in my claws. Like so. And I'm gonna flesh out the toes like I did with the last one. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna come down here and we're gonna darken this line right here. And then if you have any of the line right here, you're just gonna erase it. And before I add in the zigzag on this side, I'm just go ahead and put some X's right here to remind myself this is black also. So before we come over here, we're gonna look right here, and we're gonna add in, like we did on this side, we're gonna add in some rounded triangles. And it doesn't really matter how many you add. Just, I would say 4 is the minimum. And then once you have that down, you know, you're just gonna make like a zigzag. I'm gonna have mine come down like this. Like so. I want mine a little different than the reference material. Then I'll put X's to remind me that this is black also. And now I'm going to zoom out. So you've been following step by step. This is what you should have. And before I forget, I need to come back over here with these zigzags and complete them also. And remind myself that these are going to be black also. This arm is black. So now we gotta add in his tail. So I'm gonna come about right here behind his ear, and I'm gonna make this big C shape, like so. And I'm going to start close right here, and then when I get over here, I'm gonna come outward some. But then before I get to this tip, I'm gonna come back in. So I'm gonna come out some, and then come in. So basically more like a C shape, or a reverse crescent moon. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to expand it just a little bit more here on the outside. So now I'm going to add in 4 curved triangles. I'm going to have 2 point this way, and I'm going to have 2 point the other way. Like so. You know, I'm just going to flesh out the tail until I get it to the shape that I want to. And keep playing around with any part that I am unsatisfied with. So basically, once I got all this, and then I go back and check the image to make sure I got everything, and I notice I'm missing these 2 lightning whiskers. So I'm just gonna go in and make those really quickly. And I'm gonna make sure that they are some of the first things that I add in the inking process. So at this point in time, play around with your image, erase what needs to be erased, and then darken what you want to keep. And then you want to go ahead and decide how you're going to ink and color it. So I am basically going to be using a micron, and if you don't have these tools, you can use crayons, colored pencils. Shoot, you can even use watercolor. I'm going to go use Y08 acid yellow Copic marker. I'm going to be using B02, which is also called Robin's Egg Blue. And then I'm going to have a neutral gray 8, so N8. I'm going to use that for my blacks. And for the rest of this video, I'm just going to save you guys some time. I'm going to speed up the process. In the comment section below, let me know what Pokemon you want me to draw next. Or I will continue to do alphabetical order. Or unless I see another Pokemon that I wish to skip the line, and I'll do that. And until then, thank you for tuning in. Share the video, that really helps, and have a great day.